I remember the pain crises I've had that stood out the most to me was when I had the acute chest and my lungs filled up. And the doctor showed me an x-ray of my lungs, and you could see that one of them was full with liquid and the other one was had like this much space in it, like it was like a quarter of air in my lungs, and I was drowning from the inside. I remember the doctors talking to me a lot about what they were going to do and how things didn't look good at that time and what was my body going to do. I remember the pain like it was yesterday. I definitely don't want to have another one, but I've had that twice in my life. Once when I was 5 and then again when I was 12.
This is a hereditary disease that affect minority people, especially people of African origin, people from Middle East, India, South America, or Hispanic area. This gene was preserved over the years, probably because this has a preventive effect of malaria. But then if people who have one gene get together with another person who has one gene and have a child, there's a chance that the child can have two genes that affect them, and then they will have a severe disease that affects the red blood cells. And the red blood cells become hardened and sticky in such a way that it blocks the small blood vessels. So it's like causing stroke or heart attack throughout the body.
I would be in the hospital and I'm continuously feeling this pain, like ripping pain inside of me. It was like level 10 for hours.
It's one of those pain for most of us that we get to experience maybe once in a lifetime or never. Except that these people are experiencing this on weekly basis, sometimes even daily basis.
With this disease, I can't really be independent by myself. I need somebody around me. Most people my age are, they have their career going, starting families and stuff. And I'm just kind of like being babysit.
What we saw in Juanita was quite dramatic. She was in our major phase 2 study when she was in high school. When we started her on treatment, she was going in and out of the hospital quite frequently. She had really no hopes of really getting involved with the extracurricular activities, or she thought that she would never even go to prom. And that's something that most sickle cell patients do not really expect.
I think the first time I found hope was when I was taking the Andari, and I started noticing that I was going to the hospital less, and I could actually start planning things out for the future instead of planning when's the next time I'm going to go to the hospital.
During the year that she was on, she got so much better. She used to be hospitalized, I believe, every month. But I think in the whole year, she was hospitalized only once during our treatment. And then she even went to prom that year.
What's gone on at LA Biomed as far as a treatment for sickle cell disease is concerned is really important, not just for people who suffer in the United States, where the numbers might be small, but for the potential of actually treating up to 25 million people who suffer almost on a daily basis around the world. And the nice thing about this treatment, Andari, is that it's very simple, straightforward, and easy to take. You stir it twice a day in water and you drink it, and about 75% of the difficulties that you encounter by having sickle cell disease go away.
At LA Biomed, we tend to come up with something simple, but I guess the advantage that we have at LA Biomed is we are exposed to patients all the time. So we're really putting our patients first. I think that's the reason why we come up with something simple and practical in a way.
I'm not on Facebook a lot, but one day I decided to check my messenger, and there was a lot of people with sickle cell that was reaching out, and they were telling me about their struggle with sickle cell and how they want to try Endari. They were basically asking me my opinion on it, and it makes me realize how blessed I am, how, I could have been like this person that didn't know about Endari and was just going to the hospital like a routine, and to share this with other people with sickle cell and like let them know that, there is relief. It will help you greatly.
A lot of people in this country, and God bless them, want to make a difference. But very often they're not able to. LA Biomed and the support that we get from donors can go to places where other people aren't in a position to go. That is of major significance to patients, people who suffer with inherited diseases, and ultimately, as is the case with our treatment for sickle cell disease, something that's going to have a global impact, affecting many, many millions of people worldwide.